Just a massive ovation here for Khama Worthy, the hometown favorite.
Well deserved, too. I've seen all of Khama's professional fights, including his victory over Victor Crenshaw. Him and I were both on that card together in West Virginia, and an impressive win. I like the way Khama uses his distance and range properly. He's really...
The one question when he fought Jason Willett, people, Jason Willett was able basically just to run away from him the entire fight, and Khama wasn't able to cut off, show angles, and
oh wow!
Oh man, these guys!
As I thought, these guys.
Khama got dropped there with the big left hand, and Reggie Merriweather just absolute. Oh my goodness!
These guys are just dirty boxing and just beating the crap out of each other. Exactly as I thought this would go down, David. The fight of the night.
Oh my! This is already
underway. It's 15 seconds in, and I'm already yelling at you.
These guys, yeah, give these guys the bonus.
Well, as I predicted, these guys will come out swinging at each other, and Khama was the first to kind of buckle, but very resilient, regained himself now, finds his back against the cage, though, and these guys are still just dirty boxing. Reggie. Wow, Merriweather just hitting solid uppercuts. Khama Worthy with a great takedown. Reversed by Merriweather. Into guard, though. Khama's not closing his guard.
Half butterfly guard here from Khama Worthy.
I think Khama's still recovering. Yeah, his eyes look a little glassy still, David.
Yeah, Khama got rocked with that big left hand in that first wild exchange.
But what a gamer and a veteran he is. I mean, showing just poise under duress here. He's only got that half butterfly, but he's keeping it on purpose now. At first, I thought maybe it's just the way he fell, but this is very, very intended by Khama here.
Interesting to see. Khama actually was shooting for the takedown. Reggie Merriweather obviously ended up on top. But that's something that I never expected to see from a guy like Khama Worthy. That definitely tells me that he was rocked and didn't like where he was in the stand-up game against Reggie Merriweather.
Well, as you said, he had trouble with Willett for backing up. Merriweather came right at him. And I think Khama's used to hitting guys further away than they can hit him, and they have a comparable reach here. So this may present. Oh, Merriweather, great ground and pound.
That's how you posture up and throw some big shots there. Yeah, what I was going to say is that he had trouble cutting off the cage against a guy like Jason Willett. And his last fight against Francis Healy just absolutely came out and showed that he was the exact opposite. Really kind of closed up that hole in his game.
Well, I think he learned a lot from that Comer fight. That happened in Cleveland. George Comer took him down and really controlled him for the entire fight. Khama wanted no more of that, and you can see the explosion now in his stand-up. Merriweather content with being on top here, sitting in this half butterfly. Khama looking to sweep and does. Wow.
Khama Worthy here.
And
Reggie Merriweather now with the half butterfly guard.
And now he's going to full close guard here. And again, I have to give props to our referee here. Basically silent this fight, letting it go.
And Jimmy Chappell, once again, the shout out, ladies and gentlemen.
Merriweather needs to let go of that head, though. If he wants to change the scenario and better his position, he's got to let go of Khama's head. He clearly can't hold him down and get the stand-up that he wants from the referee, so he's got to look to sweep or at least create some distance and explode out.
And once again, these are professionals. Head kicks and elbows are legal on the ground and standing. No head kicks on the ground, obviously, but elbows are legal on the ground.
No, right there, Reggie was looking to stuff a wrist, I think, for a triangle attempt, and Khama used that to step over into a half guard now, and a very open half guard, if I might say so. Reggie needs to move. His foot's right next to that cage. Oh, Khama in full mount now, and Reggie immediately rolls him over. Wow, what a crazy scramble. Khama looking to knee.
Waiting for Reggie to get up just so that he can knee him, and Reggie just ate the knee and threw in a couple of knees of his own.
Now again, Khama, that's what I said. He finished Victor Crenshaw in West Virginia with a knee to the head. So no strangers to that kind of motion.
And Reggie, a durable guy. I mean, it's not like Khama isn't landing shots here. It's just that Reggie is just eating them and, is kind of just keep walking forward, keep going forward.
That's why this is my early pick for fight of the night. I knew both these guys were going to bring it, and both of them could take a beating as well as they give it.
Khama Worthy now in full mount here, looking to make some space.
I want to see more elbows by Khama. There we go.
Big elbow there.
Reggie with a great sweep. Wow.
This is an excellent back and forth fight, and we're still in the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Now Khama Worthy with a full butterfly guard here.
If I was Reggie, I would honestly stand up. I think I would break away from this and look to re-engage in the feet. He hasn't done much damage yet on the ground.
He definitely did some damage on the feet. He's given Khama Worthy enough time to recover here on the ground.
Khama has not only recovered, but I mean, right now he may have evened up the round with the takedowns and the controls and the sweeps. It's hard to tell. I mean, now he's definitely doing more damage from guard with elbows.
Khama looking to elevate again. But I think this round definitely still has to go to Reggie Merriweather. I mean, he almost had Khama out of there early in the first round, and it's been pretty much even since then.
Agreed. And now we hear that the 10-second clacker.
Khama elevating again, and
wow,
that's going to be
wow,
Reggie elevating again and ending the round in full mount here. Looks
what
like.
A scramble! That was a crazy 5 minutes.
Still got 2 more of those to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable round.
So how do you score that one? I mean, do you have to give that one to Reggie, just based on the fact that, I mean, he almost finished the fight early on. He stayed aggressive. Khama didn't really do much damage. He was good positionally, but I think that round has to go to Reggie Merriweather.
Well, sadly, we have no generality that works across the board. There is no universal way of scoring. It's all an eye of the beholder situation. Now, are our judges today grapplers? Are they strikers? Me, I agree with you. I give that round to Reggie for what I would assume would be, proposed damage and what we physically saw happen. The Khama almost dropped. But then do you score the resilience of Khama worthy, the takedowns, the sweeps, the scrambles? How is that pointed? We really don't have a system. Interesting, between rounds, no stool for Reggie Merriweather.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Reggie Merriweather use a stool. Referee Jimmy Chappell getting them started for the second round. And Reggie Merriweather in the black and red trunks, by the way. Khama worthy in the white. I don't think we had enough time to say that in the first round.
Khama looking to knee, Reggie still swinging.
Oh, Reggie just absolutely with the killer eyes as he goes.
I was going to say something about that. He has like a Christmas morning kid's eyes. Like the look on his face, just opening a present.
Big body shots here.
Wow.
Khama worthy.
Hard leather by Khama worthy.
These are just 2 absolute monsters.
Ooh. Big knee to the body.
I hate that one of these guys is going to have another loss on their record because, big knee to the face there from Khama. Khama worthy with good head position here. Khama looking for the dump takedown. Oh, Reggie Merriweather stays on his feet.
I think that knee landed him.
Trip takedown there from Khama worthy. Nice.
That knee did land to the face of Reggie. I saw a little mouse in the right eye there.
Khama worthy with head position here. Needs to work that underhook on the right side. Reggie with both of these guys, interestingly enough, using a lot of butterfly.
There is a lot of butterfly being employed here.
Not 2 guys that you really think of as jiu-jitsu players, but both have shown the ability to transition very, very well in this fight. And that just goes to show you the evolution of mixed martial arts. You can't just be a striker, you can't just be a wrestler, you can't just be a grappler. You have to be very good at everything, and these guys are both showing that they really are good in all aspects of the game.
It is athletes like this, the young guys that are going to be ambassadors for the rest of the world. Once the golden age of the UFC was done and it became mainstream, all of a sudden you couldn't just be a striker. Like you say, you can't just be a grappler. You have to be good at everything now. And both these guys are. It makes for great fights, David.
Reggie working the body shots here. Something that you'll always hear from a corner when a guy's in full guard is body, head, just to try to get the guy to open up a little bit.
I actually heard that at a grappling tournament the weekend. Another big sweep, and now Reggie went from full mount into the half guard of Khama worthy. Khama does a great job of getting out of that mount and back into that half guard quickly.
And Reggie Merriweather, and the interesting thing you see here, as opposed to a guy with a wrestling background, Reggie seems to be a little bit high, has a little bit more weight on his shoulders as opposed to having his center of gravity be his hips. That's why these guys are getting swept a lot.
Much in the same way you can identify a wrestler who is boxing, you can identify a boxer who is wrestling. I'm sure you've mentioned a few times, David, I have some very pretty takedowns of my own.
I think both of these guys, though, are just fighters.
Oh, these guys are beyond fighters. As you said, these are mixed martial artists. These guys make it look good. That's why they're professional.
Reggie with the wide base here, although he's still very, very much forward in his butterfly guard, I guess. Not a closed guard from Khama worthy here. Khama looking to elevate again, but he was turning the wrong way.
There it is. I was waiting for him to use that. He had them both under there very deep, and now it's almost a mount scenario. It can't even be considered a butterfly guard anymore. Now it's a half guard. But it looks to me, I'm being blocked by the cage, but I think Reggie can pull that leg through a full mount pretty easily.
And Khama back to full butterfly guard here. And butterfly guard is a position where you just want to float. If you're the guy on top, You don't want to put too much weight in any one position because that's when you get swept in butterfly guard.
It's hard to I'd say from a defensive position, butterfly guard is efficient to stop you from getting hit. Somebody goes to elevate or change their weight to strike you, then you sweep them. Wow, athletic scrambles. These guys are insane.
Wow, this is definitely a new contender for fight of the night.
Khama winning that war right there, that little battle of attrition. Both guys tried to muscle their way up out of that scramble. Khama got a deeper whizzer and better hips apparently, now finds himself in the closed full guard of Reggie Merriweather, whose head is uncomfortably against the cage.
Khama where they're doing a good job of using head positioning here. If you don't have enough room to posture, then what you want to do is grind your forehead into the guy's chin. And a couple of big elbows over top there for Khama. 3, 4, 5 elbows over the top there from Khama Worthy. But if you can't posture here, you just want to use your forehead and the guy's chin to make him as uncomfortable as possible.
Anything you can do to try to change what a guy is doing to defend himself is going to be beneficial to your cause.
And Reggie again with that half butterfly guard looking to sweep. Has an overhook on the left side. And Reggie actually needs to move his right leg off of the hip of Khama Worthy in order to finish this sweep here. Almost wants to chop at the knee as he elevates on the left side. Chop at Khama's left knee with his right foot.
Honestly, I don't think either of these guys expected to be in this many scenarios like this.
And Khama here in the 10-second warning and just exploding. Both guys are back to the feet.
And Khama making face
there. Oh, Khama sticking his tongue out and just absolutely Anderson Silva kicking him in the face.
He's
as the round ends.
Reggie has some blood coming out of his face, and as you said at the end of that round, Khama just made a little face at him and then gave him a rear leg front kick. Very taekwondo, perhaps from his South Korea experience.
And how do you score that one, man? Both of these rounds have just been absolutely extremely close.
I'm realizing now after 2 or 3 fights tonight, there's a reason I'm not paid to be a judge. I'd have to say that round goes to Khama, though. A lot more damage. I mean, Reggie came up bloody. And it seems on the ground, speaking just from the bottom position, Khama's doing more. When Reggie's in the bottom, there's a long low, of him not acting, and then he sweeps, whereas Khama is throwing elbows from the bottom and then sweeps. Is striking, then sweeping.
And if body language means anything, then it looks like Mark Cherico was telling Khama Worthy to throw some more elbows in this third round in between rounds here. So
a very pro-worthy crowd here as the Khama chants are starting to echo through the halls.
And this is an absolute, I almost wish we could hear some Reggie Merriweather chants too, because he's making this just as great of a fight.
Oh, Reggie wants to swing. You can see him.
And you see that leg kick for the first time from Khama Worthy. And it almost threw Reggie Merriweather off a little bit there.
Well, I think
Khama with a knee to the body, working that underhook on the left side.
I think Reggie's becoming a bit one-dimensional with his attack, though, as in I haven't seen him throw kicks, really. He's just coming out with a loaded right hand, and while it's effective when it lands, obviously, Khama
like
great
a
knees.
knee that just slid up the right arm of Reggie Merriweather into the face. And Khama Worthy once again showing his wrestling in this fight, doing a great job of using head positioning.
I think Reggie Merriweather just attempted to jump for a Kimura from, I'm not too sure what I just saw, David.
And the referee, Jimmy Chappell, giving it a close look here as Khama took the fight to the ground. Reggie Merriweather with a cut, just a small cut over his right eye here.
That's right at the corner there, Reggie. And Khama's looking right at us here at the broadcast booth.
Like I said, very good improved wrestling game here from Khama Worthy.
I am impressed
like
with
to see his head positioning here, both standing on the ground. Good job, keeping his good base here, so he's not going to get swept in this position. Don't give Reggie Merriweather the butterfly guard again to land sweeps.
Now, this could be just an opinion-based thing, and so maybe tell me to shut up. But I think much in the way of we were never supposed to, or let our guy get to the. If we're on top, you're supposed to take your guy to the fence so he can't get up. That's an old fallacy, that's been proven wrong as guys use the fence to stand up.
Wall walk.
I like to have my head buried in that guy when I'm on top to ground and pound so that I don't get hit. I can keep my arms inside without taking damage, and I can just throw up blindly.
And Khama showing an excellent ground and pound here in this fight. Something we haven't really seen a lot of from him before, but showing that he definitely is very adept in the Mark Coleman reign.
Now again, though, notice how Reggie isn't doing much besides holding his head down and just trying not to get hit. He's not threatening with submissions from here. That's the first right hand I've seen him throw. I don't really condone fist fighting from your back, but
Reggie
you have
looking
to,
to get back to his feet, obviously. Looking for he's really just looking for an opportunity to get back to his feet. Try to land that one big bomb.
He did. Ooh, Khama now landing some big left hands from guard. Reggie can't be grabbing the head in a guillotine fashion. You've got to stand up. If you're looking to get up, you shouldn't hold the guy down to you. Instead, you should underhook and look to lift and sweep. And now again, half butterfly guard. This is just the move of the fight. Oh, almost used
Reggie
it to
almost
sweep,
had
though.
to sweep again.
I think he had the wrong arm trapped. He had the.
He needs an underhook on the left side.
Exactly. He needs to either switch his arm hook or his leg hook and sweep to the other side.
I think he heard us, and it looked like he was trying to do that.
Hope Khama's not mad at me for cornering.
But here's something you don't want to see here from if you're Reggie Merriweather on the back. He's flat on the ground, not really looking to sweep here, not looking to transition. Although now he's up on his hip. You don't want to be flat on your back because that's when you get pounded out.
Not at all. And there it is, Jimmy Chappell.
I think that's the perfect amount of time to give Khama Worthy to work before he stands him up.
Ooh, Reggie's looking to throw.
Reggie just teeing off there. A couple
Double
of big
leg
shots.
by Khama.
Khama wrestling.
He's stuffed by Reggie momentarily, but if Khama lowered his level, he could definitely push forward and commit and finish this. But they're against the fence again.
Khama with another big knee.
Oh,
and another one.
that one landed.
Landed clean. Oh, looks like
Reggie's
Reggie
down.
might be done here.
This could be the beginning of the end. Reggie's taking some big leather, kicking
Reggie
Khama away.
still throwing up kicks,
throwing up
though.
kicks to the face,
Khama's
though.
got to watch himself. Khama's just going to let him up.
Khama now feeling good in the feet. Great fight. Great fight.
And Reggie Merriweather looking a little bit wobbly on the feet here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see the mutual respect there. And
Oh.
Reggie throwing that big rear leg kick again. Reggie with the takedown now. And Khama just looking, both of these guys looking pretty gassed and exhausted, but this has been a tremendous
throwing.
pace.
They are throwing, and there is a relentless pace going. And you ask anybody who makes that transition from amateur to pro, this is tough to do. Bell to bell, 5 minutes at a time, just giving it your all, and hats off to these guys. They're making this entertaining and fun.
These guys are both professionals, been in there for a lot of different times. I know Khama has 16 fights. Reggie has almost 30 fights in pro and amateur career. 10 seconds to go here, and what is definitely the fight of the night.
Absolutely.
Some elbows from the bottom from Khama Worthy there. I think this is going to be Khama's round and Khama's fight.
I think I have to give it first and third to Khama. Oh, I'm sorry, second and third to Khama.
Talk about a fantastic fight. That was an awesome performance by both guys.
After 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Todd Kriska, John Lapsovic, and Phil Rogers all see it 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Khama, the Death Star!